Oh wait, we're live? Hi, I'm Chase Lutter, and I'll be discussing the case about a drunk driver that decapitated his cousin. What happened? On November 20th, 2015, 22-year-old Aurelia man Tyson Lawler was having a drunken car party when his pickup truck swerved off the road and crashed into a tree, horribly decapitating his cousin, Ellen Silk. Mr. Lawler was reckless, headlong, heedless, and irresponsible, said Nancy Dawson. Witnesses testified that Lawler and his 3 passengers enjoyed a night of drinking before leaving a Midland bar at closing time and taking back roads home, singing and drinking all the way. Lawler turned around to look at Ellen Silk and another passenger as they sang and seat danced when he swerved into a ditch and crashed into a tree near Aurelia at around 3 a.m. on November 20th, 2015. When the truck came to a stop, the 3 survivors smiled and had a sigh of relief. When they turned on the interior light and looked to see the back seat, they saw the headless body of Ellen Silk slumped in the back seat beside a case of beer. They freaked out and fled from the truck screaming. Weaving back and forth as he stood, with red-rimmed, half-closed eyes, Lawler was arrested at the scene. The judge found Lawler's alcohol readings would have been at least nearly twice the legal limit at the time of the crash. The case. Tyson Lawler had committed a crime involving murder. He has killed his cousin in the back seat of his truck because he was driving under influence. Tyson's alcohol intoxication impaired his driving, causing him to swerve into a tree while he turned his back to let Ellen and his other friend. OPP collision expert Sergeant Corey Inman testified that the driver and all the passengers weren't wearing seatbelts, which is why Ellen was decapitated. Tyson Lawler's impaired driving causing the death of Ellen Silk is a result of a criminal offense and is liable to imprisonment for life. The court decision. Lawler told the police when arrested at the scene, "To be honest with you, I might have had a beer or 2 earlier tonight." A breath technician testified that Lawler appeared under the influence. During the trial, the court saw a video of Lawler crying in an OPP breathalyzer room after his arrest. The readings were .158 and the other one was .150. Tyson has also apologized and said that he doesn't drink much. The judge found that the statement showed Lawler that he was aware that he was drunk and that he tried to hide it. As Lawler left the court, he covered his face with a sheet of paper. He felt too ashamed to show his face anywhere near Ellen's family. The victim's family left court quietly, their grief apparent on their faces. Here's Jimmy with the verdict. Hi, I'm Jimmy. Thanks for having me, Chase. Tyson Lawler was found guilty on October 18, 2017 of drunk driving and criminal negligence, causing the death of Ellen Silk. A sentencing hearing is set for January 12, 2018. Lawler faces a maximum sentence of life in prison. However, the average sentence for the first-time offenders for drunk driving causing death is about 4 years. Criminal law, and what is it? Criminal law refers to a body of laws that apply to criminal acts. For example, where an individual fails to cooperate with a particular crime statute, he or she has broken the law, which means that they have committed a criminal act. Criminal law penalties involve giving up one's right and imprisonment. These civil laws relate to the resolution of legal controversies and involve money or personal damages. What does Tyson's case and the criminal law have in common? It is a criminal act to be drinking and driving at any time. You are posing a threat to the world once you get behind the wheel. Tyson has also murdered his cousin Ellen Silk when they crashed. He was also dangerously using the vehicle, which caused death. His intoxication level was above 0.8, which is illegal to be operating a vehicle with. Here, I have a question for you guys. If a driver in a car were to swerve off a road in order to prevent a collision with another vehicle and crash just like Tyson did, leaving a person in the car dead, would the punishment be the same, liable to imprisonment for life? Question number 2. If Ellen Silk were to have survived the crash from hitting the tree, just suffering minor injuries like the other 2 passengers, would the punishment be the same towards Tyson as before, or would it be less severe? Our last question. If everyone in the truck were sober during the crash, still leaving Ellen decapitated in the back seat, would the consequences be different since Tyson wasn't drinking and driving? And why? Stay in school, kids, and don't drink and drive.